Today we're going to talk about GREENLEE's CCX tools. Question might be, what is CCX? What's a CCX tool? CCX tool is a multi-purpose tool that allows you to be a crimper, a cutter, knockout punch, everything across the board to allow you to complete your cable termination. The two tools we're going to talk about is the ECCX, which is a 6-ton tool, and the E12CCX, which is a 12-ton tool. Let's take a look at the tools themselves and what they have to offer. If you look at the batteries that are used in the tool, we use a Makita 18-volt lithium-ion battery. This is a 3 amp-hour battery, so it'll give you hours of use. If we insert the battery into the tool, you'll notice the LED light flashes 2 times. This is an indication that the tool is ready to use. The LED light also serves as a low battery indicator. So as you're working through the day, if the red LED light comes on and stays on after an operation, that's telling you it's time to change the battery. The nice thing is with the CCX kits, they come with the tool, 2 batteries, a charger, and a case. So you should never run out of power during the workday. The tools also have an LED work light. This will help you illuminate your work area in low light conditions. Let's go ahead and talk about all the different options that are available that you can put in a CCX tool to make it what you want. First off, a cutter. There's 2 different blade styles for cutting copper or aluminum. The UC26 will cut up to 1 inch of copper and aluminum, and the UC40 will cut up to 1.5 inches copper and aluminum. Now let's go ahead and make a cut so you can see how this works. To insert all your different adapters, all you do is open up the flip top head. You'll notice there's grooves in the die head, and your blades can just slide down that groove. Pin the blade in place. So let's go ahead and make a cut. You notice the auto retract feature. Now I could have done 2 things. I could have stopped operation when the cut was complete and hit the manual retract again, or as I did in this case, I just kept my finger on the trigger, let the tool cycle all the way through so the blades automatically retract. So that's copper. Let's go ahead and cut a piece of ACSR. Flip open the head, pop those blades out. Let's pop the UC ACSR blades in. Close up the head. Everything looks good. Die buttons are in good shape. It's something you always want to check. Let's make a cut. Now if you notice the blades on here, when I cut through that material, the blades came off of the die pins. They're intended to do that. That was a lot of energy released when that cable cut through. And the reason those blades release is so we don't damage the little clips or the die pins every time we make a cut. So now we've cut copper, aluminum, ACSR. I could cut ground rod. One other thing I can cut. Probably never thought of a good way to cut threaded rod before. Let's say you're a cable installer, hanging a lot of cable tray. How do you cut that threaded rod? Well, we've got a solution with the threaded rod blades. We can slide those in there, cut the piece of threaded rod, and you can thread a nut right on there without having to chase the threads. Now for crimping. Keep in mind this is a 6-ton crimper, so all of our selection for what we can crimp is based off of that 6 tons. I can crimp up to 600 copper with this or up to 350 aluminum. So very versatile, covers most of your jobs. We have die adapters. This is a UA22 die adapter. This will accept GREENLEE's K series dies. We have a die adapter. This is the UAK die adapter. This will accept Kearney's D dies. This will accept Kearney's O dies or Thomas & Betts square back dies. We also have the UAW die adapter. Slide this in place and this will accept all of your industry W style dies for your overhead connections. Let's go ahead and make a crimp using the K series dies. Now, I'm going to crimp a piece of 300 with this. These dies are intended for color-coded lugs and splices. If you notice on my connector, it has the white bands on there, so I want to use a white die for this. So I choose the appropriate die, which is for copper, 300, and I slide those dies into place. Now let's make a crimp. Again, the auto retract when my crimp is complete. I've crimped the lug on the end of this cable. Let's remove these die adapters. Still not enough versatility for you? Let's go ahead and use this tool as a knockout punch. UA12. Slide that into die grooves. Close the jaws. The head rotates 350 degrees to make it easy to get a good work angle on my panel box. And for this, now we insert our draw stud. Remember, when you insert the draw stud, you want to check the threads, make sure they're in good shape. And when you insert that, the short threaded end goes into your punch driver. Thread that draw stud all the way in. Slide our die onto our draw stud. Insert the draw stud through the material. Make sure you tighten the punch all the way up on the draw stud so the points of the punch tighten against the material and hit the trigger. It's that easy. So to recap, with the CCX tool, we cut cable, we terminated cable by crimping a lug on it, and we punched a hole in our panel box. That's versatility.